Well, I'm a jazz musician, so first I play the music. To groove, to have a pocket, to embrace people is philosophical. There's opposites and they come together.
Professor Marsalis really touched my soul when he came. He really expanded my understanding of music and of life. And honestly, this was one of the most profound experiences that I've ever had.
A place where there are a lot of smart people, a place where you can mine all kinds of information, a place of history and tradition can teach you a lot. The question is, are you there to be educated?
He talked a lot about the importance of community in music and how we contribute to culture and society and how we can emphasize the importance of that as our society can become more fractured, especially now.
An artist interprets a mythology and they deliver that mythology to you in the form of an art so that you are enriched and you receive nourishment as you are entertained.
Your purpose needs to be grounded in something that's a little bit bigger. And when he's talking about mythology and culture, at least how I understand it, that's what he's getting at.
So, a lot of these stories are put in a philosophical context when you're around these great musicians. They don't tell it to you academically, but what they're saying has many times a much deeper meaning about what they want you to address and what needs to be addressed.
You have to be able to be willing to step back when you need to step back and give a little bit more to your colleagues that maybe have a more important part to play. And then once it's your turn, you can't be afraid to step up and say, I'm here, this is my moment.
How people play and come together into a pocket is they find each other. And they find each other though they're doing different things. To find somebody that's doing what you're doing, that's not a groove. Because a groove must have tension and friction. And the resolution and maintenance of the equilibrium of riding the wave of that friction. No friction, no groove. No groove, no pocket.
It's not always about knowing the notes and having the right technique, but if you can't breathe together and you can't feel the person next to you, then you're not really playing with them and you're not really making music.
Keep going. Keep going.
First, you have to identify what is your community, right? And what is the culture of that community that you want to support, strengthen, change, whatever it be. And then when you're talking about the future, you can't really address that without having a clear understanding of what your purpose is. So if the purpose is music, okay, well then you could go about becoming a very well-rounded, competent musician who's able to use their art as a means of not only self-expression, but advancing humanity's understanding of itself in a deep way.
Never underestimate the power of your ability to create change. But you got to hold fire in your hand.
It just adds so much excitement to life when you look at it as a study, like a perpetual study. And that's something that I'm trying to keep in my life, that music has definitely instilled in me.
You can groove for 2 measures. Can you groove all night?